Hey guys, it's time for another smartwatch review. On my channel we looked at the U80 smartwatch, which is really cheap, really fun, and does a lot of cool stuff. Well, imagine taking that watch and adding a whole bunch of other cool stuff on top of it and making that watch look ridiculous in comparison. Well, that's what I've got here today. And today we're going to look at the A8 Power. I'm going to pull that up here on my iPhone here so you can see it. Here it is on Amazon. It's the A8 Power DZ09 Gear S Bluetooth smartwatch, wristwatch, SIM insert, anti-lost, call reminder, phone mate. And this one says it's in bronze, and mine happens to not be in bronze. It's more of a brushed aluminum. And it says it's a watch and a phone all in one, which is exactly what it is. So let's take a look at that. This is the watch here, and this is the cool little box it comes in. Now, I didn't pay $34.95 for this watch. I actually found it as a Amazon warehouse deal. So I don't know if you've ever seen that before in your shopping on Amazon, but you can find stuff that's been returned and get it at a much lower price. So look for that in your buying options, and maybe not have to pay full price for it. Here's the user's guide that it came with, and there is an app just like the U80. It has an app, BT Connect or something like that app, and I didn't even attempt it because that's pretty much the same app that the U80 uses, and it doesn't work. So I'm just going to pretend that that app doesn't exist and look at the functionality of the watch without that U80 or that BT Connect app. All right, well, let's look at the watch itself. Right away, you're going to notice some really cool features. Like, for example, it has a camera. Yes, there is a camera on the top and a microphone. You can see the little hole there next to the camera. It has a home button down here, conveniently at the bottom. And it has a much more interesting user interface than the U80 as well. It does have different watch faces on it. And two other things it has that the U80 doesn't have is, one, it has a place where you can put a SIM card, and it has a place where you can put an SD card, a little micro SD card. So in that case, that's what I've done here. I've got a 1 gigabyte SD card in here, and I've got a SIM card in here. So you can see right there on the screen, it says AT&T there right above the time. So what does that mean? It means this watch doesn't have to be paired with a cell phone, such as the iPhone that you see here in the background. It can in fact work on its own as a phone. All right, so your watch can have its own telephone number. So who needs a phone at all when you have a watch that you can make phone calls on and receive phone calls on? How about that? So in any case, it has the ability to save contacts to the SIM card, so you can do that. And let's see here, I can make a phone call. I'm going to call my local weather line service, and I'm going to unplug my headset so you can hear the speaker on here, on this guy. Okay, headset's out. Let's do, okay, so my choices are local call or a Bluetooth call. So if I do a Bluetooth call, I'm calling it actually through my cell phone. Otherwise, I can do a local call here.
The call you are attempting to place is not allowed from this line. Please dial 611 for customer service or dial 1-800-33...
All right, so the reason it's saying that is I took a SIM card out of a Wi-Fi hotspot. So the SIM card actually isn't validated for use with this device. But I at least wanted to see it recognize it, and it did. It just shows AT&T, it's ready to go. So my account information on here has restrictions, so that's why I can't make a call. But I wanted you to hear the call quality there. Anyway, so the next thing I wanted to show you is that it's an MP3 player. So you can take this thing and play music that you've put on your SD card, which I have. Alright, and then it's got these little quick icons here. Now, here's the strange thing. It has an FM radio in it, which I think is superb. If I had this, I would use the FM radio in it. Like, you know, to take a walk or something. there is no headphone jack on this guy, okay? None. The only way to get the FM radio to work is with a headphone jack, and it doesn't have one. So definitely an oversight by the manufacturer on that regard. So you can add a timer there, add alarms. This is the like the shortcuts screen here. In fact, here, I'll go back so you can see where I found that. So there's tools down here on this side, and then there's menu over on this side. So let's go into menu real quick, and just so you can see all the stuff it has. So we got a remote notifier, anti-lost, remote capture, so you can use it to remote control your phone. We got some settings here that we can scroll down through. Okay, go back to our menu here. So we have a pedometer, sleep monitor, sedentary reminders, quick response, which I'm not really sure what that does. We've got a smart search, alarm, calendar, profiles, which is kind of like, you know, notifications, settings. It's got some different themes. It's got a sound recorder. Let me play for you what the sound recorder sounds like. So I should have a recording in here. Here it is. Okay, that didn't work very well. Let's make a new one here. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. You're watching the DataBits channel. Woohoo! Have fun. Okay, not saved.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. You're watching the DataBits channel. Woohoo! Have fun.
All right, so not very loud. Of course, I wasn't right up on the microphone either. Let's go back here. I wanted to show you the camera. So let me show you an image that I took today, a picture that I took outside. So there is the picture I took just prior to making this video. And before I put my headset back on, let's listen to what the music sound quality is like, the media player. And again, you can pull that up through the, there's video player. Oh, I forgot about that. Let's play you a video.
About my turtle, and this is Shelly, the turtle, and Shelly is asleep right now. Oh, nope, I woke Shelly up. Shelly's awake. But this is Shelly's little aquarium habitat, and Shelly was a rescue from a dog that was attempting to eat her.
All right, I'm not sure how loud you can hear that, so I'm going to go ahead and end that. So that's the video camera, and you can see it's kind of choppy, and it saves as AVI files. And then let's go to the music player. There's our FM radio that doesn't work. I'll show you that. See, please plug in earphone. I don't have an earphone jack. How do I do that? Let's see, sound recorder. Okay, audio player up here. So I've got some royalty-free music on here that I got from YouTube. Let's play that. So the only, here I'm going to plug my headset back in so I can talk to you close up. Alright, so really as far as the music player part goes, that would be really nice if you're a student and you just wanted some, you know, light background music studying. That would work fine for that. It's definitely not going to be a jam out session with the speaker and the audio player on this guy. But so again, the cool things are the fact that it has its own phone capability. It has, and you know, you can't hardly buy a full-featured phone for 35 bucks, much less one that's a watch. So I think that's pretty cool. And again, having the camera and microphone, so you can do some media recording on it on your own. Let's see. Again, it pairs with your phone, so you can actually play your music from your iPhone or Android device through it, which is kind of cool. But again, it's not much of a music player. You know, the speaker quality is not that good. So here I can press on this and I can see my two phones here. I've got the iPhone that's behind us and then Awesome Guy, which is my own iPhone. And so I can go ahead and connect that. Now I'm connected. Now I can go ahead and make a phone call through my iPhone. So once I put in the number in there, boy, these things are very sensitive. It's a very sensitive control here. I don't know, did I show you the different watch faces? Okay, yeah, there they are. And just kind of swipe up to get to the menus here. So the phone is right there on the home screen. And here, let's just do this. Since I can't do this with my thumb. So once I hit the call button, see, I get my local call or my Bluetooth call. And I can hit the Bluetooth call, which activates on my phone. You just saw it briefly there. Here, I'll do it again. So if I do 5555555, dial, Bluetooth call, you'll see it pull it up on your phone. So there's evidence of the connectivity there for you. And of course the call failed because this iPhone I'm using does not have a SIM card in it. So there's the irony of it all, right? But hey, I can do the phone call on my watch if the SIM card is ready to go. So I assume maybe you could go and get a pay-as-you-go card for it, and you could use it as a phone that way. Just kind of use it as needed. Not have to pay a lot for it. Not have like a monthly plan associated with it. It does have a browser, which I will go ahead and end this review with that. And again, because of the restriction on that SIM card, I'm not able to get to the browser, but I just wanted you to see that it's there. So yeah, it's right there under the FM radio. And I can do, you know, searches for stuff. And then it can pick like what kind of keyboard entry I want to do. And then I have to go options, done, and see, and then it shows me connection failed. So I'm not sure how good of how good that browser would be on a tiny little device anyway. But as far as a watch goes, it actually works well as a standalone watch. It's a much smarter watch than, say, like a calculator watch, in the sense that it does have a calculator on it. But again, it has that independence where it doesn't need to be paired with an iPhone over here. And for 35 bucks, that's not too bad. So I have skinny wrists. I have hairy wrists, but I have skinny wrists. And I can tell you that this feels really big and bulky on my wrist. And it also just isn't that comfortable of a watch. About halfway through the day, my arm started feeling those, you know, like indentations that you get in your skin from where you wear something on your wrist, and it was getting uncomfortable. So I imagine if you were wearing this on a hot summer day, it could get uncomfortable pretty quick. And as you can see, there's a little rift there right along that seam where the watch strap is kind of sticking up there on the edge. Maybe you can see a little bit better now. So again, not exactly Apple quality on the watch band either. So anyway, that's about it. I hope this was helpful to you, help you make a decision to buy a watch. I would recommend one of these just because it is what it is. And it's very cool for what it is and for the price. So thank you for watching.